Hello everybody, welcome. I just wanted to make a video of don't look at that, some interesting action figures that I've collected over the years. I just wanted to show you guys. So first off, this here is a Boltan alien. Now, this is a character from the Ultraman series from Japan. I actually got this guy in Japan from a convenience store. He's pretty awesome. I mean, look at him. He's fucking great. You can squish him. He's made of that soft vinyl material that a lot of these Japanese figures are made from. You can move his arms. And you can rotate his body, which I can't really do with one hand, but he can rotate his body. So yeah, he's a great figure. Oh, shit. Anyway, next up, we have Vegeta. Now, I got this from a friend of mine. He found it next to a dumpster and he gave it to me, which I'm very thankful for because this is an amazing figure. Now, he's missing his battle armor, the Saiyan armor, but he doesn't really need it. You can just pretend this is Buu Saga Vegeta when he was just wearing the blue sort of tank top design. This is from the Super Battle Collection, which was released by Bandai in the 90s. This was the original Japanese figure. You can tell he looks a little bit retarded in the face there, but it's alright. It looks like they tried to translate the anime art style into a figure, and it didn't really go so well, but I still like him anyway. He can move his arms, can't move his head, but he can move his feet. They rotate around, so that's pretty cool. Now, Vegeta doesn't stand alone. We also have Goku here. Now, this isn't a Japanese figure. This is actually an American figure. This was made by Irwin Toys. This was in like the late 90s, 2000s, where the Irwin kind of made their own figures, because this is when DBZ was airing on Toonami. This is a bit of a better figure because, you know, he can move his arms out like this. And he can move his head and his legs. He has a lot better articulation. He still looks pretty fucked up in the face. Like, Jesus, look at that face. It's not great. But for what it is, he's actually got quite good articulation. He doesn't have that gummy sort of articulation that a lot of modern figures have. So he's pretty good. Alright, next up, this one's a childhood original. Here we have Optimus Prime. This is the Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. This came out when I was a kid. This was the current Optimus Prime that you could get. I remember seeing him in America. I really wanted him. I got him for my birthday. And yeah, he's pretty well loved. He's missing his arm sort of flaps there. So yeah, this was the Optimus I played with a lot as a kid. He's a lot worse for wear. And looking back, he really wasn't that great. He reuses a lot of parts from, what is it, Motor Master or some shit? I don't know. Combiner Wars was like the king of reusing fucking parts. He's got a little bit of a pea head. And his truck mode turns into a completely different truck. So it doesn't even match the fucking robot mode. But one thing I used to do to fix that pea head, you flip that in there. You open this up here. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And you flip open his head like this. And then you turn it around. Sorry, this is off camera. And there you go. You get a better head. That's like his combiner head. So I used to just use this head as the main head because it was a lot bigger. It looked a lot cooler. And I always liked how he had the double Autobot symbols there. He's a good figure. He's not the best. He's pretty good. He's not as good as the original Optimus Prime here. Now this is a reissue, but it's basically the same figure. He's got the metal die-cast pieces, which instantly makes him better. He's got the two guns. He's complete. He's got all this stuff. And his vehicle mode looks a lot more realistic than the Combiner Wars. And he just has that quality feel to him, so he's a lot better. Alright. And here we have Ronald McDonald. This is a classic right here. Moves his legs like this. Got some good articulation. This is from 1997. Great figure. All right, who's next? All right, now we're getting into my favorite toy line, the Masters of the Universe. I love these guys. Had a lot of them as a kid. I still collect them to this day. Here we have He-Man. Really just a classic figure. His harness is broken in the end there, but it still fits fine. Yeah, you really can't get better than this. I mean, what else do you want? He's got the fucking power harness. He's got the shield. He's got the axe. He's got the sword, which I don't have right now. I have it with my other He-Man figure. But he's decked out. He's got everything. He can beat the shit out of any fucking figure that you have. He's awesome. But what's more awesome than He-Man is Skeletor. Now, Skeletor this is probably the best action figure ever made. I mean, he's blue. He's got a skull head. He's got a fucking squishy head. He's got the power sword. He's got the staff, the Havoc staff. He's got armor. He's that face. I love that face. Because they could have just made him have like this generic evil face, but he's got that kind of smile. He's got that little smile on his face. The colors, the yellow, the green, the red in his eyes that you can barely see. It's just an amazing toy. Sorry, not toy. This is a collectible. This is for adults. This is a adult collectible. This is not a toy. But he's fucking cool. Now, aside from He-Man, I've collected a lot of He-Man figures. I'm not going to show them all today, but I do have a lot of them if you want to see them. Sorry, I accidentally hit the power button there. There's my He-Man collection right there. Whoop. But we're not focusing on He-Man now. We're focusing on the knockoffs of He-Man. Now, in the 80s, there was a lot of toy lines that tried to cash in on He-Man. And some people write them off as just cheap cash grabs, but I actually think there was some interesting ideas there. So we're going to start off with my favorite figure. This is a newbie. Like Anubis, but he's a newbie. This guy is from the Galaxy Warriors toy line, which was released in 1983. So that was a year after He-Man. This was made to cash in on He-Man, but it had its own style. It was influenced by the art of Frank Frazetta, who's one of my he's my favorite artist of all time. Look him up. The axe is basically taken from Frazetta. The shield. Basically, this is an amazing character. I mean, he's like a wolf man. He's got this cool harness. He's got the bird shield. He's got the furry trunks. You can't go wrong with that. Plus, he's got a squishy head. So that's amazing. He's such a good character that I actually own 2 of him. Now, this one's got green trunks. He's missing an arm. I actually have the arm, but I haven't glued it back on yet. Now, this one's slightly different from my other Anu because, well, he has green trunks for one. And his head, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but his head is darker. This one actually matches his body. This one's lighter because you see, this is a version 1 Anubi. This was the first release of Anubi. And you can tell, oh, where is it? Oh no, this is version 2. Yeah, this is version 2, which you can tell because the logo is stamped on the back, sun gold. Whereas this is a version 1, and he's stamped on the leg, like that. Now, I have a lot of Galaxy Warriors, but I'm not going to show all of them right now. I will show the next one. This is Spikes. Now, this is also based on Frazetta artwork. I have a book of Frazetta, but I'm not going to show it now because I'm lazy as fuck. But he's really awesome. He's got an axe as well. He's got this really sick gladiator look. He's got a black body. This is a version 1 Spikes. Of course, he's got that squishy head, which makes him awesome. So he's great. Now, I've shown you a newbie version 2. I've shown you a newbie version 1. but I actually have a third Anubi. Now this here is a Muscle Warriors version of Anubi. Now Galaxy Warriors here, that was a knockoff of Masters of the Universe. But what happens when you bootleg a knockoff? You get this. Now, I've actually painted him to have black eyes because his original eyes were fucking ridiculous looking. And this green cloth I made myself just to make him look a little bit more interesting. But this is basically a bootleg of these characters. Now, he's pretty terrible, but I kind of love him. I mean, one difference is that his legs do not move. They are molded. And this figure is very heavy. Like, he weighs a lot more than the other figures. I believe this one was made in China. His head is not squishy, which means he's a piece of shit. And his arms do move. So his head and arms move, but his legs do not. So he's an interesting find. I got him in a lot, so I didn't really want him, but I got him anyway. He's fine. He's not the fucking worst Galaxy Warrior I have, because this is a Galaxy Fighter, which was the second series. This was about 1984. This is Maceape. Now, I got this guy in a lot, and he is one of the ugliest motherfuckers I've ever had the misfortune of owning. I mean, look at that face. Like, what were they thinking? What the fuck were they thinking? This is the ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen. Who would want this? What kid would want this? He's disgusting. He's fucking unspeakable. He's got a mace on the back of his head. Look at the back of his body. He's not even detailed at all. So he's awful. I own him. If anybody wants him, comment below and I will literally give him away for free because I did not want him. But yeah, let's move on to a figure that I actually do want. This is also a Galaxy Warrior. This is Boltard. That's right, you heard me right. Boltard, that is his actual name. This is a Galaxy Fighter Boltard. He's got some masking tape on the back there, so I gotta hold his harness together. This is one of the most iconic, like, knockoff characters of all time. It's all in the face. Look at that face. Like, he does not want to be here. He looks like Peter Laird. If you know who Peter Laird is, you know what I'm talking about, because he looks like him. He's got a squishy head. Kind of. It's not that squishy. It's kind of squishy. So he's awesome in my book, but it's just the face and the name. Boltard. Like, look at this guy and tell me he's not Boltard. Amazing figure. Probably one of the best things I own. If there was a fire, I would save Boltard first. So he's amazing. Now, one of the best things that goes with these Galaxy Warriors and He-Man figures are the vehicles. Now, He-Man had Battle Cat and Panther, which I own Battle Cat, but he's like a meter away from me, so I really can't be bothered to go grab him. But I do have an alternative. Boom. I got this guy recently. This is a generic dragon from Imperial. Now, Imperial made a bunch of generic monsters. They made some Godzilla figures as well in the 70s and 80s and 60s, I think. But these really go great with Masters of the Universe and bootleg Masters of the Universe characters. I usually use this guy. I don't actually have Panther, so I use this guy as Skeletor's like steed. Like, he rides around on him. It just works like perfectly. You can use him with any Motu sort of character. You can put a newbie on there. Well, we can try it. You can fit a newbie. Fucking amazing. All right. I think I'm out of toys to fucking look at. I got a lot of toys, but what else do I want to look at? Here we go. Here's Master Splinter the Rat. He's missing his robe, but That's him, alright. I always appreciated that they based it off of the comics version with the white eyes instead of the cartoon version, which I always like the cartoon, but I like the comics more. So that's a cool figure. What else? What's another cool figure I have? Finally, let's take a look at Donatello. This is the original Donatello. Now, I had this guy as a kid when they re-released the figures back in like 2013. I had Donatello and I had Leonardo. And this is not my original Donatello. The original one broke, but I bought this one later. This is a 1987 original, 1988 original. Just a great figure. He was my favorite turtle as a kid, just because he was smart, he was intelligent, but he was also a badass. He beat your ass with this fucking stick. He's great. He's kind of brownish. His tone of green is very brown. But he's pretty cool. He's got a belt there. Got the shell. You can get a lot of action out of this guy. Can he ride the thing? Yes, he can. Thank you for watching. Peace out.